Disco Pants, build mode, lo-fi beats, we're in business. Indeed. The setup was long, but we are here now to chill in the name of charity, which is just the perfect alliteration. And also, if you're wondering why I'm looking over here, that's because you guys are over there. And I probably should at some point move my webcam over there. Because, yeah. Like, I don't know, it's just habit. Like, you guys live in this little box on my screen over here. You don't live up here. And my setup is still kind of a little floaty since I moved house. So yeah, if I'm looking over here, I'm talking to you. If I'm looking over there, I don't know, I'm disassociating. Who knows? Who knows? I did interrupt myself. I was talking about Val-Con. We're doing a showcase server. Bring your builds. It doesn't matter if you're not a content creator or you don't think you're a good builder. If you have something that you just want to share with people and you think it fits one of the themes, we would love to see it. So I will do a little linky-loo because I also have one of those for this. Oh, I'm so organized today. Oh, look at me. There you go. You're actually looking at the chat while reading chat. That's perfect. Yeah, I mean, that would be lovely. Good. I can't post this in there. Rude YouTube. Fighting YouTube, there we go. What was I saying? I was waffling. I've had a lot of caffeine and very little sleep. I've had 4 hours of sleep, so you are definitely getting like caffeine coup. 100% caffeine fueled chaos. I mean, the lo-fi beats are probably just to keep my sanity, but you know, bonus for you guys, so that's all good. Yeah. Follow that link, submit your builds, we'd love to see them. We're gonna build a pirate cove. Yar, we are. Alright, so, yeah, we'll get started. We got our disco pants on, we're all good to go. This is the area that I'm looking at building in. I want something that's gonna be big enough to be like a portal hub without it being so big that you can get lost in it, because that sucks. And also kind of quite impressive. Like, it's gonna be one of the first things you see when you come on the server. So it's that kind of balance between looks cool but also highly functional so people don't get lost. I worked on the build server last year. We learned a lot of lessons. Those of you who were around or working on the moderation team or have talked to any of us at all have probably heard the story of us opening the con. And hi, Baron! Hi! I'm waving over here. Hi, Baron! I really need to move this webcam, guys. So we opened the server, and there was this just fabulous moment where everything was going really well, people were having a really good time, and then we just got a message that said, "Hi, I'm stuck in the floor. Please, can someone come rescue me?" And we were like, "Someone's stuck in the floor? Why is someone stuck in the floor?" And so a couple of us moderators jumped into the game. And sure enough, there wasn't just one person stuck in the floor. There were 3. And to this day, we're not 100% sure what was happening. We think it was something to do with the number of instances in the area. So that's something we really need to bear in mind, like building here. We need to keep instance count low. And the fact that we were having people spawn directly into like a built area. So they were kind of spawning in, but before the game had loaded properly, they dropped down and gotten stuck under the floor. But the problem was that the floor was a massive stone, like one of these big coastal stones. So we had these people stuck in there. We didn't want to like tell them just to kill themselves to try and, you know, get out of it. So we ended up clipping into the stone using server dev commands and awkwardly trying to like place a portal in front of them because they could kind of move like a tiny bit forward and a tiny bit back. Anyway, this is a very long way of saying we eventually rescued them, but we definitely don't want people falling through the floor this time. So as you can kind of see over here, I've started a little something over there in the mists where you can't quite see it in render distance because it's a surprise. And that's actually where spawn is on the map. So people should go down there and then they can come over here to something that looks cool but is easy to navigate and they don't get stuck in the floor of, which would be great. It happened to you the first time you logged in, Helga? You got stuck beneath the rock? Yeah, that rock, man. That's the final boss of Valheim, was that coastal rock. And well, easy is gone lurking. Cool. Bjorn says it was a bit hectic. It was a bit hectic, Bjorn. It really was. Blah blah blah. CMDR Space Rooster. Hello, another one of our lovely streamers who's coming on later. Also doing some Valheim. What is it you're doing later on, Rooster? What are you doing? I know I've seen the thing. I think you're on quite a bit later. What you doing? What Valheim shenanigans are you gonna be up to? I'm glad you have coffee too, Priya. He's after you. Ooh, exciting. All right, I'm gonna start the building process. So, as you can probably tell from a few things on my hotbar that you may not recognize, like this lovely thing, I am indeed using mods. The primary mod that I am using for this is gonna be more vanilla prefabs. What this does is it adds everything from the game that the devs have made into your build hammer and allows you to kind of play around with it a little bit. There's some things here which are a little weird or don't work very well, so it's if you're going to use this mod for the first time, use it somewhere it doesn't matter too much, because you might need to physically delete things in order to remove them. I think there's one thing, and I can never remember which piece it is exactly, that you have to like proper force delete to remove. And there's a few things like placeable special effects which kind of appear and disappear, don't always stay. So it's fun to play around with, but just, you know, use a sandbox first. So as an example of like the things you can put down like Mistlands cliffs like this, which is probably going to be a fair amount of what we're using for those lovely black rocks. You can put down pretty much anything. If we want another coastal rock for people to get stuck in, to really bring that like Valheim, Val-Con feeling home and pay it forward, we could do that. We probably shouldn't, but you know, the option is there for absolute chaos. Don't think I can do that to our moderators. I don't think I'm that mean. But it would be funny for me, who is also a moderator for the event, so I'm really only cursing myself here, but you know, it was a great bonding experience for those who were stuck in the rock. Maybe it's how we make friends, I don't know. Yes, so lots of different things to choose from. We can also put down like the ancient skulls and things, which is great. The reason that I'm building with this is not just to make something kind of cool looking, but also a lot of the prefabs have lower instance count. So for example, there are some things here, I can never remember which one it is. There's like a big ashlands kind of tower that you can put down, and it's all just one piece instead of being lots of different ones. Like this huge skull is one instance. So the Fellowship of the Underfloor Norsen. If we ever create like some kind of like membership thing for Val-Con, I really feel like that needs to be the name. The Fellowship of the Underfloor. United in stuckness. Beautiful. Alright, so You know, having looked at some of those coastal rocks, I kind of fancy the idea of the floor being made out of them. Um, I kind of want to build like a really big cave. To everyone who has only just joined me for the first time, I have a problem in Valheim when it comes to caves. I really, really like making cave homes. And any excuse to make a cave, I will be there. So we're gonna make a really big cave, and it's gonna be great. To do that, we're gonna need lots of these big rocks, and I think I might start off with these floor rocks. Do we want the coast rock? That's pretty good. We want the forest rock? No, it's too mossy. Plains rock? Oh, it's quite nice and sandy. Do we want sandy or do we want slightly mossy? Questions. It's not a problem if you're in denial. It's fine. It is fine. Hi, Solar Toker! Solar Toker is going to be our next streamer after me. So in about an hour and a half, we're gonna pass it on, and it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna do raiding. Do you want to tell everyone what you're gonna do next, Solar Toker? What are your plans? What shenanigans are you gonna get to? Are we gonna go from like cozy building stream like straight into like hardcore craziness? Have I checked how high the waves get in this area during bad weather? That's a good point, Bjorn. That's a very good point. We could do that now. We could change the weather. You're gonna get on early. You're gonna try to get some mods going on it. Nice. Are you using the what's it called, chaos tricks or anything like that? Baron over on YouTube says, looking at his skull, he seems happy to see you. He is grinning. I did make an amazing cave for you. Yes, the Baron Bear Cave. Some of my finest caving work. You're going boat mods and first permadeath. Ooh, you might be on repeat with sticks and stones. So we're going from cozy chill, like, you know, Pirate Cove straight into permadeath. Nice. Yeah, to be determined on all the mods you have bookmarked. Nice. Yeah, I've been meaning to try out the boat mods for a while, particularly the which is it? Can't remember the name. The one where you can build on the boats and make your own boats. Maybe a little boat house, like swimming around. Yeah. So yeah, you're ready to stay up for 48 hours. Oh, you're gonna need a lot more coffee. You're gonna need a lot more coffee, Friar. The raft mod, yeah, that's it. Yeah, raft. I've not tried that one. I know it's fairly heavy as mods go. Like it's quite because obviously you're building a house that moves, so it can be quite graphic heavy, which is fine for me. Maybe might be the end of Solar Toker's machine though. Maybe not that one. But Baron also has a ships mod. I've played with that one. That one's a lot of fun. That's kind of like pimp my ships. So you can put you get like the option to build like little lanterns, and you can put like figureheads on the ships and stuff, and yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Yeah. Alright, I really should start building. Oh no, what I should do is what Bjorn said, is I should check what storm looks like. So let's go with thunderstorm. Don't use the love depth commands. Let's watch this beautiful storm roll in. Let's have a little cinematography. Look at it. Oh, beautiful. Whoa. I wonder if Thor will appear. Yeah, it's not too bad with the high water. It's only just covering the lily pads. So by the time we've got a stone on top of it, I think it will be fine. I think we're also kind of planning on trying to pick a day where the weather is good. I really don't want to spoil... I spoiled this for someone. How the weather works in Valheim. Chat, you're going to have to let me know if you want the spoiler or not. I spoiled this for Hayam Klaus in a world build meeting, and I felt very bad. I think he's fine about it, but like, yeah, if you don't want to know how the weather works in Valheim, like, I'm not gonna tell you, but there is a way to ensure that you should have good weather. You have several mods. Sea monsters, boat additions, boat yard, yeah, custom boat ship. Ooh, custom oceans. What does custom oceans do? Plan to beam to measure the highest wave height. Maybe it's too sweaty. Build strat though. It's not a sweaty build strat. It's fine. I mean, you know, we could go under the water. I have no clip turned on, so we can actually fully go under the water if we want to. Let's see. If you ever wondered what the water looks like on the shore underneath, here you go. We'll go a bit deeper so you can see. That is a storm from underneath the water. It's a little disappointing. There's not much down here. To be fair, I have removed a lot of stuff around to save instances too. But yeah, this is under the water in Valheim. You can swim with the fishies. Hi, fishies. Beautiful. Alright, let's put a little thingy down. Well, it's not 1 meter. Well, it's not 2 meters. Bad weather for serpent hunting. No, it's the right weather for serpent hunting. I mean, this is the right weather for serpent hunting. A clear day would be a bad weather. Supposed to not only add sea monsters and bosses, but also harvestables and undersea collecting or something. So I could go swimming without no clip on. I could just swim in Valheim, and like I could play Subnautica in Valheim. What? I may have to try this. That sounds amazing. Thanks for the shout out. Yes, people should go check out Baron Shipyard. You added a new ship to it recently, Baron. What ship did you add? I must know. And yes, I'm sorry if I'm not responding as quickly. There are no timestamps on my live chat on YouTube. Sad. I'm not sure if it's like using a hook to collect from underwater or something. Okay. Ooh. Well, I might have to stick around and find out. Ride the little train we got going on. You know? I think this might be about 3 meters high, these waves. We didn't read them too much, just looked into cross-compatibility and other people have used them together before, yeah. Well, you get all the nice surprises then. Yeah, these waves are about 3 meters, I reckon. Like I said, I don't think this is going to be too much of a problem. Okay, a bit more than 3 meters. I don't think this is going to be too much of a problem because, like I said, we are planning on having the water be a little more than 4. If I put a little thingy on top of that too, how are we doing then? I can just stand on it. Didn't read into it. Something that not all players know about is during a storm the waves can be many meters high in one spot, but if you move really a few meters to the side it's pretty calm. Yeah. I think it doesn't help that we are like a fair shout from the coast. Like a lot of this was just land that I've raised. You called it, I am not going to be able to pronounce that, Baron. I am so sorry. I'm probably going to butcher it. Snek? Or Sneke? It's an in-between for a carve and a long ship, a slim and agile ship. Ooh, nice and fast. Oh, and hi Helga over on YouTube here too. Well, I think this would be acceptable up here for a storm. I think our general... Oh, I am floating. I think our general idea is to set the weather though, so I'm not too worried about it. We'll see what we can do. I think what we might do is, like, I kind of like the idea that it is a bit treacherous, so maybe we'll have the portals like up to this level, like some stairs or something like that, so that you know, if for whatever reason we do end up having storms on the server, it's not going to be like a problem. People will still be able to get where they go. They might just have to swim for a little bit. Yeah. I'm also not going to be able to pronounce that one, Orson. You love catching the waves on storms. Don't mind at all. Usually make a kind of basement and build a level above anyway. Yeah, could do, but because we kind of want it to be a direct path, I'm probably not going to build a basement. But I may kind of have a 2-tier cave, perhaps. So you start on the bottom level and go up. Norson says, I'm going to butcher this. The Snekha is a zoomy boat. Feels a bit unfair versus serpents, but it's so much fun. So it's a proper like zoom feeling. You used Barham Shipyard for your Finding Valhalla playthrough, says Helga. It was great. Nice. Did you use the new ship, the Snek, with in between a Cove and a longship? I am butchering these pronunciations, so please don't assume that I am doing correctly with any of it. But Helga, did you use it recently? Oh, a while back. Ooh, there's a new ship now. Hi, Fen! Winter Chills is in the chat. The rudder speed is the same as full sails on a longboat. It's zooming. Ooh. 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 I may need a playthrough. Another one. The many ones. Alright. Let us clear the storm. Now that we know what the height is for walkability. That was a good call there, Baron. You're in my brain. I'm just thinking about zoomy ships now. Bjorn, thank you. Cool. Alright. So, people to come in. I want them to have a little bit of a like beachy area. And then, so what was this? This was 5 meters? That tracks. I think I knew that already, actually. Helga says that she really liked that you could add shields to the sides and oars so it looks like a Viking ship. Do you add the shields like individually, Helga, or is it kind of like a like one at a time? Do you craft each shield kind of thing, or is it like a decoration? Fan says, if I say that Vikings were the precursor to pirates, do you think Ironside will wake up in a sweat with no idea why? I think I think we've now cursed that into existence. Vikings were definitely the precursor to pirates. Yeah, I heard him howl. I heard him howl. Yeah, that's exactly. Well done. We have woken the Ironside. He will never know what nightmare is happening. Oh, it's a single add-on. Cool. So it's like a kind of upgrade type thing. Says Helga. Alright, we should actually start building things instead of, you know, chatting away, probably. I don't know. I'm done. Insert Ironside growls. Yeah! You just hear echoing through the cosmos the sound of an enraged Ironside. Cool. Alright. Sandy floor. Sandy floor. Wait. Sandy floor. I quite like the sandy floor. Might be a nice contrast. You're back here now. It's switching from one side to the other. More caffeine. More caffeine. Get a message in the group chat tomorrow about night terrors. Gonna wake up, Ironside in the group chat going, guys, I had the strangest dream last night. Both of us just being like, oh really? Isn't that weird? I don't know, why would that happen? You're a bit of a bi streamer, says Helga. Yeah, you just like to have your eyes in both places. There's nothing wrong with that. Your cup holder is in your right and also holds your headset below it. Ha! Mine too. Poor design if you ask me, unless you're running an insulated tumbler. Yeah, it's... I mean, it's over... If it was over here, and my camera was here, then you'd all just see me sipping caffeine the entire time. I'd be like... on the chat, and then I wouldn't have any... I wouldn't have any Pepsi left. Ah, no, there are ad breaks. I'm so sorry, they are coming soon. We've got 50 seconds. Quick, let's put a floor down. Oh no. Baron says, I still have plans at least one more ship and a solid rework of the add-ons to the ship, including conditional ones where you'll choose one or the other. Ooh. Fancy. Fancy. Metal coolers for cans where you pour into a glass and you refuse to put in that cup holder anyway. Yeah, no, I have a side table that has chicken feet. Not really chicken feet, but like big metal, like ostrich feet. It's great, but it's the most unstable piece of furniture I've ever owned. It's a problem. Right, we have an ad break in like 3 seconds. I will see you Twitch after. YouTube, it's you and me, guys. We're gonna put a floor down. Because you guys are sensible. You guys don't get ads. Well, at least not ones that I can control. That's why Helga is a buy streamer. I see it. Just avoid the ads. Just change windows. Makes sense. I like it. Gaming the system. Perfect. Right. Let us raise this floor a little bit. So as you can see, I have many options. I'm using several mods. This is a combination of Infinity Hammer and Terrain Tools, I think it's called. Not what I wanted, thank you please. What have I got installed? Advanced Terrain Modifiers, that's the one. So it kind of allows you to add several different things onto your hoe. That can include some terrain, so you can put down like the grass from the... I'll just show you. From the... come on brain, words, Black Forest. Oh, it doesn't show because that's sand. But, so you could make this Black Forest grass. You could give it a little patterning. You can cultivate without ruining the terrain, without flattening it, which is nice. You can add a slightly darker version of the path and a slightly lighter version of the path. All very good, and you can also remove like any kind of digging and stuff you've done. And this is kind of one of the reasons I use the tool, is because it has a remove function, which means that I don't have to use like dev command force delete. It's a little bit easier to see what I'm aiming at when I'm deleting stuff. So yeah, fun times. Alright, I'm gonna undo those so we don't get left with any residue. Excuse you. Okay. Are we actually undoing here, or are you just placating me? Oh no, yes you are. Just so I don't have layers upon layers of terrain changes on top of each other, taking up my precious FPSs. This is also why I like Infinity Hammer, because it gives me the ability to just have an undo button. Which, you know, I think I would like an undo button in life sometimes. It would be very pleasant. Nothing to undo, lovely. Okay, we can just replace that with regular grass then. No one will ever know. Shortcut for the win. No ads, you dodged. That's because you're the chief peon. Oh, you got no ads either. Oh, okay. Well, use your number 7 number pad. I don't have a number pad, Helga. Nope. Yep. I will look at the right camera. There's no number pad here. It is tiny and beautiful and tiny. No number pad. So, yes, unfortunately. Reset option on the hoe. Yeah, that also does some weird funky things sometimes. some of the ways that that terrain modifiers thing interacts, and the reason why I undid it, is you can occasionally break the game and get patches where you can see through the floor and you can't do anything else. So yeah. I like to undo it rather than reset using, yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Yeah. Cool. Alright, well, now that no one had an ad, I don't know what's up with that. Sari told me there was an ad, Twitch told me there was an ad. Oh, and Bjorn, thank you for monitoring the auto mod queue. I love you. It's beautiful. Just seeing the word ho. The word ho. It's not allowed. I might have to adjust that. Add it to my permitted terms. You may use the word ho in my chat. Yeah, I mean, come on, it is that kind of stream, so it's this kids' charity. I'm gonna do it this way. Use it well. Use it wisely. We want family-friendly levels of ho jokes, okay? Right. Now, before I get any more distracted, you know, these 2 hours are gonna be up and I'll have put up, like, maybe a couple of bits of floor down. Hi, Bree! Hi! Hoes are, by their nature, dirty. Exactly. They're made for the dirt. By their nature, no less. How you doing, Bree? How's it hanging? Get some intersecting rock action going on. This is gonna be the most pain in the ass floor for anyone to walk on, and I just don't mind. Thank you very much for the follow. I've reached a follower goal. 90 of you. Oh, how beautiful. Thank you. I can't see who followed me because apparently I have the wrong thing up, which is always just so good. Yep, no, I have completely lost wherever it tells me. Rude. And another one. I can hear the bees, but I can't see them. Thanks, Twitch. To be fair, it's not Twitch's fault. I rearranged my stream manager because I was trying things out for the Val-Con. Now I've lost everything. So yes. You've been awake since the sun decided to show up. Well, that's silly. That was you! I've been... isekai'd. Great name. Been awake since the sun decided to show up. Ah, I don't know why. Hey, Godman, how are you doing? Godman's another one of our streamers. On the train. The choo-choo train. Not that kind of train. You're still in your Hello Kitty jammies. Oh. My jammies have skulls and bones on them. To absolutely no one's surprise, skulls and bones. Hey, Godman. Hey, how's it going? Right. If I could maybe bring my cursor back to the right screen. That's helpful. Right, let's get this floor down a little bit. Let's sink it. Yeah, we're kind of going up a bit naturally there. Yeah, this is this random fish also. It's a very unhappy fish. I also kind of like the... No, I may undo that. I really did think I turned drops off. Yeah, I kind of like the lily pads bit. So let's see. We got a bit of a beach, a bit of lily pads. What do I want to do? You're tired, Godman? Whole day of work, then 6 hours stream. Oh, looking forward to your part tomorrow. It's gonna be cool. What are you doing for it? Koi pond in the middle of the dock. See? Norson knows! Norson knows where my brain is going! Yes. Except I want to use the anglerfish because they look great at night. Yeah. What are you doing later, Godwin? also. You guys should donate. We haven't shouted it out in a while. It is pinned at the top of Twitch chat, and it's now in YouTube too. Donate to Starlight and support us so we can get everything going. You still have no idea, but you might do a nomad run or something crazy with mods. I do like something crazy with mods. I am enjoying my playthroughs where I kind of will pick a mod or maybe a couple and just see what they do and kind of do like a kind of challenge thing. So like I did a nomad run and I used Odin Plus's tent mod. So a campsite, Odin campsite, and I did a nomad run just doing just having a campsite. So I kind of made rules for myself. I wasn't allowed to build anything. And yeah, just use campsite. It was interesting. It was fun. I think that was combined with Riverheim. So you had these like big stretches of land you could walk across too. We take turns sharing the same brain cell. You're cheating. You are cheating. Yeah, it was. I don't know, Bree, if Odin Campsite still works. Pretty sure. Hoboheim, perfect. It was good. It was good. I didn't get very far because other things happened, like Val-Con, among other things. But yeah, I think it might be something I do again in future. Might add in a few other things. Queen Snail can attest. I used to be addicted to Valheim and my fave mode of travel was the raft. So for you, the raft of shame is not a raft of shame at all. It's a raft of pride. You're working on a mod pack for after 1.0. Haven't played in 4 months now, so I'm still a bit unsure what to do. Yeah, it's the wait is a shame, but like, you know, hashtag when it's ready, right? For me, like the sheer amount of mods that are out there at the moment just gives me endless things to do. Like, can't even finish a run most of the time before I have another idea for something. He loves his raft. Goes ocean sailing on a raft. So I have a server called the 5 Raft Hammers, right? And it's called that because one of my first servers was called the Legend of the Meat Boat. So I was naming my servers after stupid stories that happened with my friends and I playing. So the Meat Boat was the story of how a friend and I was we were quite early on. I think we were, so this was like Black Forest going into swamp, but I don't think we'd killed the elder yet, so we were like mid Black Forest. And we decided we were going to sneak into a swamp, like a little early, just sort of sail around the edge in our carve, our only carve, and just see, like, you know, whether we could spot any crypts or anything, and you know where we might make a landing in future once we'd kind of done the elder. But we'd kind of done some errands. Aaron isn't here, no. Errands along the way. And yeah, there was a moment when we realized we were sailing maybe slightly too close to the swamp. And that moment was the 6 leeches that swam out of nowhere. And it was nighttime, and our boat was full of meat because we'd run out of food. So we'd gone hunting, and we'd filled the carve with like deer meat and boar meat and stuff like that. We died, but not before the fabulous moment of my friend dying and me screaming, "No, not the meat boat, no, please!" And then began quite the adventure of us with no gear trying to get into the swamp, being quite new to the game, to rescue the meat boat, which is great. So that was what the next server was called. The 5 Raft Hammers also involved someone going into the swamp too early. This was someone who was just like, you know, I'll just go and have a look, I'll just go, you know, it'll be fine. And we tried to warn him. We did. We were like, well, you know, the difficulty spike is, you know, just be careful. So he took, again, our only carve, and went out to go and explore and see what he could find. And what he found was instant death. He landed on the shore, got absolutely swarmed by an abomination, a Draugr elite, and a whole bunch of other Draugrs, and promptly died with our only boat and half of our food and a whole bunch of other stuff, and then logged out because he had to go. So a friend of mine were like, okay, it wasn't far from our main base, it was just like across, literally opposite the water, so we'll make a raft, we'll sail over, we'll get his body back, so when he logs in, all of his stuff will be back at the base, we'll go on a rescue mission. It took us 2.5 hours and 5 rafts to rescue his body. Every time we landed, the abomination decided that we were more interesting than anything else in the world. So because we'd made so many rafts, we'd also had to make so many hammers, because every time we died, our hammers were left on our corpse. So we ended up with 5 raft hammers. Yeah. So to pay him back for dying and then leaving without anything, when we finally did rescue the Cove and everything else, we put 5 item stands on his door of his house, and we hung the raft hammers above his door. And this was around Christmas time as well, so the Christmas presents were around. We filled his house, his whole, across his bed, everywhere, with presents, just full of like one piece of his gear, one piece of food. So he opened his door and it was just boxes everywhere, and these raft hammers on the door, and us just being like, it took us 2.5 hours, you better like your stuff, don't go to the swamp again. So yeah, 5 raft hammers. So yeah, my experience of rafts have very much been the raft of shame, but you know, they've also named my server, so yeah, I've got stories. You're on a hightail nightingale kick? Oh, nice. And then, no, the best part is I couldn't blame you for that abomination. And if I remember correctly, there were actually 2, because we managed to run away from the shoreline towards a crypt. Obviously we didn't have a crypt key or a chair, so we couldn't get in. And we ran towards this crypt, and just another abomination appeared immediately behind it. It was just a comedy of errors from start to finish, and yeah, we'll live in our minds forever. If you play Valheim again, Queen's gonna hate you for doing nothing but experimenting in base building. Aww. But that's the fun bit I've been, Isekai'd. Rafts do give us the best stories. I do love rafts. I mean, they are the raft of shame, but still love. Incredible. 10 out of 10 comedy of errors. Baron says, soon I'll get you another tool for decoration. Cool. Oh. A tool for placing armors and weapons the same way you place food using the serving tray. No more ugly item stands breaking the perfect view. Baron, you spoil me. Holy hell, that sounds amazing. Drop me a DM when it's ready for testing. Maybe not while Val-Con's happening, unless you want it on the Val-Con server. No, I'm just saying, do that. Sounds so epic. Norson loves it over in chat there, Baron. Yep, we're loving it. I'm also really not building anything. I'm just sat here chin wagging. Let's go back to what we're doing, shall we? I might flip this over using Gizmo for the lulz. If we can get a different side. Ooh, that's a lot higher. It's quite interesting. No, I take it back. Let's finish the floor before I start faffing. Otherwise, we really are going to get nothing done. In that case, Queen Snail will love the information that I am cursed. I set foot in a swamp. There's abomination every fucking time. Then I have been meaning to ask you, can you get me a clip from your stream of you talking about the abomination and then it appearing? There was a point where we were trying to prove to chat that it was happening, And Ironside was like, okay, let's stop in the swamp. And we stopped in the swamp, and literally you stepped in for 5 seconds, and it was there. Because I would like to do a video about your curse, because I think it's really funny. I just need a clip at the start to be like, this is my friend Fen. They have a terrible curse. Can I move the pieces when placing using the cursor keys? So, are you asking me, Godman, or are you asking Balrond about his new armor and weapons thing that he's making? You will take an invite every time. Not gonna turn down an invite there, Greensnail. No. Alright. What are we looking like? Looking like a floor? Kinda, yeah. It's alright. You're asking me? Seeing you placing the stones and wondering, I could put them more down, because I'm using Infinity Hammer. So I can use page up and page down like this, the offset. You can see it. I'm gonna point at my screen. Over here! There you go, that was helpful for you! At the top, underneath the toolbar there, you can see as I'm pressing, like you can watch it go down and you can see if it comes back up again. So yes, I can. I'm trying to give, like, I'm trying to keep it level and then maybe sort of build it up a little bit so that if there's a storm, we're hoping there won't be, but if there is, then there's something like a kind of an upper level for people to walk on. I do know. Thank you. Yes. I appreciate the knowledge though, because I may not have known, and then I would have been very happy to have learned that trick, because it is one of my favorite things about Infinity Hammer. Nice. Alright, let's continue. Let's continue placing the floor. I might just do it with this one so that it sits flush. Maybe something like that. Yes, I like it. Yeah, kind of a little pool going on there. It's quite nice. Let's pull this side down a bit. It's not really an accurate circle, but I don't think I wanted it to be. I want that kind of natural cave feel. I think that feels good. You turned the stone and said, oh, this is way too big, and I just thought, but you may lower it, and then you shut up. Can I change the size with control and mouse wheel? Would that be world editing? We do have, what's it called? Structure tweaks on. Control and mouse wheel. I can change the size. The problem is that only certain things will stay in vanilla, and this is going to be a vanilla server. But yes, you're right. I could have flipped it over and gone, oh, that's way too big. I was kind of meaning like the surface area on top of this is quite pointy, and I kind of want the flat area so people can walk on it. And if I sunk it down, you really only have like a small bit on top. Trees, plants, others, rocks. Rocks, do all of them stay? Do all of them stay? Stay resized in vanilla? I don't want to put anything down here that I haven't tested. But if they do stay, because I know the trees do, because I made a huge like fairy tree that had like a fey feast hidden inside. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, I've had mixed results with research. May you share your Swamp Curse link here? Absolutely, please do. It's fine, just trying to remember what included in my building mod packs a long time ago. Yeah. Well, you know, it'll come back to you slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Alright, I'm trying to envision. I think I might follow the edge of this round and do like a big circular cave type thing. This floor is going to be fairly knobbly, but I think it should be still walkable. Although, yeah, Godman, if I did resize it bigger, I could just use one really big one for the middle. A really big one. I might do it and then I might check it later. Apart from the fact that my hotkey clearly isn't working. Why no scale key? How rude. Sad. Do we have scaling? Is it under here or is it under Infinity Hammer? Gross collisions, no falling, structure system. Objects can be scaled is on. So what's my key? What's my key? So I think I had it bound to shift, but that ain't doing it. Maybe it's conflicting with something else. Might have to come back to that. I tend to map islands and seas and stuff in a raft in the hopes I can find a nice small island to call my own and then tend to make some absurd buildings. So just, do you make them so that they kind of take up the whole island and they look like they're floating in the water? Or is it like you come across a tiny island and it's like its own little town or fort or whatever? There was one time you had to demolish a building because it crashed the server. It was a bit too much. I tend to build fairly small. Like, I'm much more interested in the details than building huge, big things. But there is a town on the Meat Boat server, no less, where because we had lots of people kind of coming in and out, joining us, it was a friendly playthrough, so it was kind of, if you want to join us, just add a building to the town. It did get to the point where it did become a little frame heavy, but that was lots of little buildings, so it's fine. It's fine. And now I really want to resize the stone. How rude. That's my caps lock. Control and shift. No. May have to come back to that idea. If I fill out the sides though, then we can at least get a cave started. We have got an hour left. Which reminds me, it's time for another shout out. There we go. Just to remind you, this is a charity stream and every donation is loved. However small. Just your time is lovely. If that is all you can afford, your time is precious. More precious than the monies. But we are raising money for the lovely children, hopefully, so that they can enjoy things like playing Valheim when they're not feeling very well. And also, donut and sloth scrubs. I am obsessed with them. I had no idea this existed, and I'm really sad that the nurses that I've seen in hospitals as an adult don't have fun scrubs. Because I personally would feel much better if my nurse, when I was sick, had scrubs that had donuts and sloths on it. Just saying. Just the way it is. Yeah, petition for Starlight to provide more fun scrubs for nurses. For the kiddos. And, you know, maybe we'll start a trend. where we get fun scrubs too. I'm down for that. What do I want to do? I want to scale this back a bit. Bloop, 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 bloop. I think this is a little bit too far under the waters. Well, we'll just get something down and then we'll work out the niceties later. Free rocks. They're the wrong color. That's quite big. It's quite big. I think this is probably big enough. Let's remove this rock. Boop. You've seen some very interesting patterns on nurses scrubs, Friar? Just anyone? Hi, Raiders! Welcome on in! Hello, hello! There are so many of you! Hi! How are you doing? Hell yeah, we're here to support... I can't even speak. We're here to support Starlight's Children's Foundation. Hell yeah, we are! Hi, hi! Good evening, Trust Anyone. How are you doing, man? What have you been up to? How's it hanging? What you up to? What you been doing? Doing great, thanks. You died in Valheim. Is it Valheim if you're not dying? I just, like, that's the beauty. That's the beauty. But you got some copper. Were you doing a permadeath run? Or were you just having fun? Nope. Just having fun. Then I hope your death was avenged. You had 3 deaths. I am a ranged player. For people that don't know, like I prefer to stand at the back and be a scaredy cat. Well, not a scaredy cat, just why let them touch you if you could just kill them from far away? Like, I don't know, it just makes more sense in my brain. But recently I started a playthrough where I'm doing like melee only, and I died to Eikthyr. I'm gonna put my pride on the line here and say I died to fucking Eikthyr. I was on hard mode. Yeah, that was a sting to the pride. You meat shields out there have my undying respect. Because yeah, Eikthyr got me. It got me good. You died to a neck before, don't sweat it. Thanks, immunity. Makes me feel better. Yeah. All right, so welcome Raiders. Just to fill you in on what we're doing here, we're building a pirate cove for the Val-Con showcase server. We are going to be displaying lots of people's builds, so if you're a builder, please do get in touch with us. I'll put a little linky in the chatty. Doesn't matter if you are, a big creator, if you're just getting started, whatever. We want to show off the things that you're proud of on this server. Hi, Jolt, how are you doing? So I'm building like a cool kind of spawn / portal hole for everyone to come in and find where they want to go. And I thought I'd do a pirate cove, partly because I have a small problem where I'm obsessed with building caves. So, and getting to play around with mods like more vanilla prefabs, so I can place down stones from the game and things like that, means that building caves is like extra fun. So yeah, that is what I am here doing today. And of course, we are raising money for Starlight Children's Foundation, which helps provide play, basically, whether that's games, whether that's fun things like sloth scrubs with donuts on, because we watched the video earlier, and there was a nurse that had like scrubs with sloths and donuts on, and now I'm a little bit obsessed with them. Um, so we've been talking about that and we've been enjoying that. And they also do like these really cool wagons that the kids can ride, like when they're going different places in the hospital instead of having to do like boring things like wheelchairs. I would also petition, having just said that, I was petitioning earlier that like adults need more fun scrubs in their life too, and that the NHS, you know, probably shouldn't be spending money on donut and sloth scrubs. But actually, I think that everyone's mental health will be better for that. So yeah, and also now I want wagons. But we're providing them for the kiddos. So please do donate. Every little helps, as Tesco likes to say over here. Um, it would be great to kind of be able to donate some more things to everyone. Fen is off. The giant goose isn't going to assemble itself. No, it is not. No, it is not. But I am looking forward to it when it looks less dodgy. Jolt says, Jolt Kaminari? Reading. My eyes. We need steam engine themed wheelchairs. Oh, I would. Yep, Pryor is correct. Choo choo. I would be absolutely besotted. It would be a danger because I would not want to leave the hospital. And if I did, I would want to go in the choo choo chair. It would probably be very disruptive because I think there would be a lot of adults that would be wheeled through on the steam engine chair shouting choo choo at the top of their lungs, provided that, you know, their lungs aren't the reason they're in there. Words. Words are hard. We like words. All right, let's get on with building Zeus up some more. I was a bit sad earlier when I realized that I can't resize these rocks because my key isn't working. But what I'm gonna do is I'm hoping that I can get it working like off stream later on and put like a big rock in the middle or a couple maybe, just so we have like a big expanse of floor. But yeah, we'll put these in. I'm trying to make it feel like a cove. Maybe I think I've come down a little hard on that. Thank you, everyone who is following. Hello, Mrs. Couch Potato. Oh, sorry. Sorry, my bad. Ms. Couch Potato. Read your name far too fast then. Almost insulted the lady. It's not good. Thank you, everyone, for the follows. I can hear the bees buzzing. I have done something to my chat, so I cannot see who it is. Oh, how were you not following? Trust anyone. Oh, my heart. You're probably not following because I haven't streamed very much since December, probably. The normal crew, the chaos crew, who Winters, who has just left, Fen is part of, have moved on from our hardcore, not hardcore, very hard playthrough because we're currently in the Ashlands and I'm having fun and our meat shield is occasionally having fun. But the last time we played together, nobody had very much fun. It was endless death spirals. Um, so we've taken a wee little break from the Valheims and we're playing Enshrouded together instead, which you can catch on their streams. I haven't really been streaming Enshrouded, largely just because like it's quite nice to have a little chill with people, and not stream. If you guys are interested in me streaming Enshrouded, I will absolutely do that. The last time that I streamed Enshrouded, nobody did the hellos, so I was like, maybe I just do the Valheims instead. Trashlands is tough. Trashlands, I actually this is going to be a very divisive opinion, and I may lose a lot of you guys following over this, but I actually quite like the Trashlands. I quite like that it forces you to think about how you're picking your battles, and I'm not saying I'm good at it. Clearly, I am not good at picking my battles. Otherwise, I wouldn't be dying so much. But I do like the kind of challenge of that kind of hellscape. I think it's a shame that there isn't like maybe some kind of better mechanic for making like a safe area. Like spawn protection helps a little bit, but not massively. Because like building in the Ashlands with the Grouston and the ruins around is fun. But yeah, actually having a base in there that's not inside a fortress, it's possible. It's possible when you don't have the raids set to every 15 minutes, because we have the highest raids on as well, and this is just brutal. We made the mistake of also killing all of Hilda's quest reward people as well, the mini bosses. So we are constantly getting raided by like Zol and things like that, and it's chaos. I like chaos. Oh, fun. You're dying so much in the Black Forest at the moment. Is it the bears? It is the bears and the trolls, yep. Joel, there should be raccoons in the Trashlands. Absolutely. I actually feel that's kind of what the Ashlands is missing. Like every biome kind of has its little mascot, whether we love it or hate it. Like, the plains has got the death skeeto, and we've got the trolls in the Black Forest, and now the bears. The trolls are a little more iconic and stuff like that. And in the Ashlands, the Seekers, I guess there, but maybe the Diverger more. But the Ashlands kind of doesn't have its little mascot. Petition for raccoons. We need trash pandas in the Trashlands. Baron, if you're still listening, fiery trash panda mod, please. That is a joke. I do realize that you are very busy and making things, but fiery trash pandas. We like the memes. The capitalists are coming. Oh no. I mean, I'm assuming my ad breaks are working. It says ad break in progress. And Seri says there is an ad running right now. But you guys still seem to be able to see me. Cool. All right. No ads. Excellent. That's all good by me. I just want you guys to be having fun. No ads for you at the moment. Yeah, I think my ads may be broken, guys, because it definitely says ad break in progress right now. I have the option to skip this ad break as well. Turbo is brilliant. Nice. Nice. You braced for nothing. I'm sorry. I mean, you should still brace for the capitalists. Just saying. Just saying. Is the Val-Con logo in date on Val-Con Discord servers for streamer to use as an image? I'm actually just testing it on this stream. As you can see, like, I think it needs a little bit more contrast because it's kind of blending in too much with the mini-map at the top. But yes, once I have put a bit more contrast in it, I will do that. I'm gonna make a note somewhere. I don't have any note apps or anything. Well, let's just. I'm gonna make a quick note of that, so that we can get that on there for you. And Chrome is really liking to close all of my tabs right now, which is super helpful. All right, let me make a note of that in my to-do list so I remember to post it to you and tag you. Excellent. I've just realized we've transitioned. We've transitioned from the lo-fi beats, and we are now listening to the dark ambient music mix by Invento Tuts. We got some dark vibes going on. I like my dark ambient. It's tinkly. Got bells. Ah. The ad break is finishing now, says Seribot. I don't know, Sari. I think you're seeing things. I think Twitch is seeing things too. That's okay. Twitch can see all it likes. Because we got to hang out and we didn't get interrupted by the capitalists. Alright. I'm so distracted. I've really I've done half a floor. So much progress. Yeah, I the little Val-Con Twitch. It's called emo is adorable as well. I'll just say everyone should use it everywhere. In my opinion. Can't remember who made it. I know Canaris designed the actual logo. Is it Brie maybe? Did you put it in? Into the Twitch? Adds a bit of a better curve. Comes out a bit more. Thank you, Trust Anyone. Thank you for stopping by and staying even though you've been streaming for ages. Have a good one. Take care. Bye bye. Yeah, I think we're able to connect that over here. Maybe. Do that. Do that. Oh, look, a whole circle. Done so much. Bree's been an angel fixing a lot of things for Val-Con's various platforms. She has. She is amazing. I hope you know that. You did get ads. They're just in the corner and silent. Ooh. Ooh. I like in the corner and silent. That's great. Fabulous. I mean, I will go and check my settings after the stream, but I'm not gonna complain about that. They popped up above chat. I saw that on someone else's stream the other day, actually. I wonder if they're trialing something new and doing like a kind of A/B test. I'm in the B group. Ah, buzz buzz. I know, sorry, terrible joke. I'll go back to building. That's nice. I like that. I think that's looking good. I think maybe we'll have. I quite like the idea of having lots of water around. Let me just like have a little run through this and see what it feels like to actually walk on. Eh, it's a little bumpy. Oh, free fish. Excellent. It's a wee bit bumpy. Thinking of probably level it off a little bit by slotting a few more either side, but yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. Or maybe we do like a wooden floor around it, like what do they call like a not a dock, like a pier type thing, but that goes all the way around. Seems like Twitch is changing things like ads again. Let's see how it works out this time. A few months ago when they changed it, it could cause the player to crash for many viewers. Ugh. Well, fingers crossed that doesn't happen, because that... No, I don't want to deal with that. Ugh. That, yeah, I will. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, I can probably cancel the next lot anyway. The next lot isn't for 32 minutes, and by the time that happens, because I've got them set just to be the lowest like possible. I'm here to chill and have fun. Anything additional is great, you know, that's cool. We like that. But I don't really care. So I have it set to the lowest amount. So yeah, we're gonna miss that because we have half an hour. half an hour before we raid out. And get to see what people have been up to. Sorry, I've just closed like exactly the wrong tab and now I can't see you. Come back, chat. There you are. Beautiful. Thank goodness. I lost you for a minute there. You had have been all alone. Cool beans. Excellent. I'm sure I'm going to the right place. There we go. Cool. All right. Let us build. Let us do the do's. So what I was thinking was maybe putting a path made of wood above this so that it kind of is a bit flatter to walk on. I don't need to do it from the highest point. Or cheek with good tools. Maybe making it 3 wide so that it's nice and wide for people to walk along. I need to do that so it will clip. Oh, my mic? It's a Shocks. I think it's called a communication something or other headset. It's a Mike Wazowski. Mike Wazowski. Yes. That was a terrible, terrible impression. I'm so sorry. I was going for you know, the the lady with the glasses. Brain and names are terrible. Monsters Inc. reference. Yeah. Back to the mic before I completely squirrel and get distracted. Yeah, it's a Shocks. I will spell it into chat for you. So SHOKZ. It's a bone conducting microphone and headset. It is the most metal headset ever. So instead of like being in my ear, I'm going to turn my head so you can see. Instead of being inside my ears, it's outside here. So the sound is conducted through your occipital bone straight into like echoes into your head. It takes a little getting used to. It's kind of a good thing in a way because if, like me, you have a tendency to turn your music up loud and then forget it's loud, and then like a couple of hours later wonder why your ears are hurting. You can't do that with these because it feels like something's vibrating against the sides of your head. It's very strange. Yes, it's a headset. This is my mic. So currently the sound that you're hearing is coming from here. I believe I will double check because I do have a shotgun mic above me, but I usually have it set to my headset. Yep, it is set to my headset. It's a Shocks Loops 1110, according to my machine. Yeah, so this is the sound from my headset as well. It's pretty decent. It's a little like my S's are very like sibilant. I think that's what the word is. I don't know how that's how you say it. So yes, there is a little. How shocking! I know. It's a shockingly good mic. It's not necessarily cheap, but I will say it is very, very good. And it's wireless. It holds charge for a really long time. They should really sponsor me. Hi. Don't sponsor me. I don't want to have to do ad reads. But yeah, I love it. I really, really like it. I've always liked headsets where I can hear what's going on around me at the same time, and this is great for that. So yeah. Bjorn, thank you for posting the link. So for those over on YouTube, I will copy this over. If you check the schedule for Vikings Unite for Starlight, when a specific streamer is going to be live, it will be showing up there. So next after me is going to be Solar Toker. He's going to be doing Sea Monster Adventures, so some kind of modded playthrough with lots of boats and things. So we're going to go check that out. I really want to see what the undersea mod that he's talking about will be like, so that will be fun. 250 Canadian buntos. Yeah, they're not cheap. I ended up buying it because I do a lot of communication at work, lots of meetings and things. Um, and I was getting to the point where so I have a set of Bose. This is my other headset. This is my noise cancelling headset. Because when I want to be very quiet, I will use this one. The mic on it is passable. You can hear me, but it's not great. This mic, like I said, it does pronounce my S's. It makes me sound slightly like I've got a lisp sometimes, particularly if I'm talking very quietly. But I do all of my session recording for YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. I make comedy videos from Valheim. You should check me out. I don't even know if I have a link. I don't even know if I have a call out to my own channel in here. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I am Avatar of Ku on YouTube. Bjorn, if you would be so kind as to put a link to my channel in my chat, that would be lovely. I don't have to change screens again. And I do use this mic for all of my beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. I use this mic for all of my video recordings, pretty much as well. So voiceovers I use my shotgun mic for. I've got a Rode shotgun mic. But anytime you hear me talking on Discord and playing with people in game, I'm using this mic, and it does really well with a little kind of adjustment to background noise and things like that. So yeah, if you do that kind of thing, absolutely do recommend it. For me, it was largely necessary because I kept getting earaches after using my headphones for too long. It didn't really matter whether or not I was using like really loud music or whatever. I think after several years of daily abuse of hours and hours either streaming, gaming, or working, my ears just decided that they were too old for such nonsense, and insisted that I treat them better. So I did end up investing in these. I ended up trialing them because a friend of mine had some. But yeah, yeah, worth it if this is the kind of thing you need. My partner also has a pair that are waterproof, so you can swim in them. Um, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So yeah. Do I want this 3 wide, guys? I'm not sure I like it 3 wide. I mean, it's probably more practical 3 wide. The time we've put posts on the outside. We going 3 wide? You know what? We're gonna keep it 3 wide, and then I can put like decorations on it. I can have like barrels scattered around and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that works. Anything without the overhead ridge, including arches, is what I need. It looks so silly. Yeah, I've got a tiny head, and I find it really hard to get headphones that don't stick up like miles above my head. There's another reason I like these, because I'll take this off so I can show you, but you won't be able to hear me very well. They go around the back of your head. For me, there's like a handspan gap between the back of my head and these, and they're not adjustable. They are very stretchy, and they're kind of like quite a soft silicone rubber, so they're fine if you do have larger heads and things. If you have a smaller head, it does mean like if I I lean back against the chair, the headset comes forward a little bit. But yeah, so Norton, I feel you there with the silly and the ridge and stuff, and yeah, Shock should sponsor me just so I can give Norton a pair of headphones. Okay, okay, I'll do an ad read for the elite peon. You're now elite. I don't know where that came from, but I've said it, so it's started now. Yeah, I'll do an ad read for you, Sharks. I'll do an ad read for Norton. Get him a good pair of headphones. But yeah, there's my unsponsored ad read for Sharks. It's taken years to find headphones that I really genuinely enjoy using. So wax lyrical forever on them. And if they ever break, there's no way I'm gonna be able to replace them. Uh, it's just life. All right, good, nice. Gotta get that warranty. I think I might have had them long enough that they're out of warranty now. Pretty sure it's a 2-year one though, so they're not terribly skimpy on it. Um, and these are, I mean, this is the comms version, so it has the headset. Um, but I'm pretty sure that these are what they call sweat resistant for you sweaty gamers out there. I don't know. Um, they kind of focus a lot on like sportswear stuff, headphones wise, like the swimming and the doing the gym with headphones in. This is kind of what I guess an aside for them. So I was actually quite surprised that the mic on this is not at that bad. Um, would it be better if I used my shotgun mic for you guys? Probably, but at the moment I don't have any like audio baffling or anything up, so you can even probably hear it now. I'm sat right next to a chimney, in a corner because I like being hidden away. Um, and this room echoes a lot, so I really need to kind of sort that out before trying to do anything with my audio mic, because otherwise you'll get 3 of me. It's only 2 years, surprisingly. I can't remember the last time I bought anything other than this pair of headphones that had longer than a year's warranty on it. So, ugh. The world we live in today. That's stairs. I don't want stairs. It's a wee bit messy. That's better. I have no idea what's playing. All I can hear is piano music right now. Oh, it is the same ambient music track. Maybe I've just never got that far in this. Let's try. Ooh, Dark Monastery. Does that say Dark Monastery Chaos? No, Chance. You know what? Fine. Dark Monastery Chaos. That's what it's now referred to as. We will try that. No, no, we are red. Oh, a little bit high. Ah, another free fish. There's going to be so many free fish. And we might need a sign that just says, like, welcome to Val-Con. Please take a fish. Fish, fish. You had another issue that many headsets are a bit heavy, so you'd feel it after many hours? Yeah. Like right in your neck muscles. Yeah. You have a pair of Logitech G435s that are super lightweight and way better for the neck, but the problem is it's not blocking out much of the sound from the other room. Oh, that's a shame. Are they kind of open ear ones? You know, like they've not got the noise cancelling function. Another fish. That's 3 fish. 3 free fish. Epic. Wow, these dark chants really are quite dark. It's quite a base note, lads. Why do I put this other pillar? Because if I put one there, fine. I think I might need to delete that one. Now we're on the fun with the curves and the one in the middle. I have to free place it. Trying to take that out. It's probably just right. Nope. Probably then. Her dumb neighbor silencing headphones. It's bad right now. Ah, Norson. Still there. Over here, no choice, no nice noise cancelling at all. Oh. Headphones are life, and it sucks when they're not great. Norson, yeah, I could have used the door trick. But, you know, you wouldn't get great screenshots of me, like, sticking out my tongue in concentration if I did that, so. I don't like it. It doesn't look even. I don't like it. Fuck it. We'll come back. We'll come back and sort it out later. Stupid turnings. You know what might help, actually? I know it's right at the seam, but maybe if I do something like that. Just to get a bit of a better spacing there. By George, I've done it. Hey, that's better. I could have used the door trick. Yeah, but I didn't. I chose chaos. You're not gaming if you don't get the groove on top of your head. I missed that comment, Joel. Changing the shape of your cranium, not your hair. Yes. You've got to keep our one shared brain cell safe, Norson. I may need it. I may need it in future. Same, same. Well, the trials and tribulations of the headsets. It morphs back. You can just change the shape of your skull at will. I mean, I don't know why Will would want you to do that, but sorry, that was terrible. I'll leave. For 15 minutes and then you'll be free of me, I promise. That is the wrong one. Give you that with this one. And then I want to just. I still think that looks slightly too close. We'll see. Fire at will! The guy, not the command. Yes. That needs to turn. I need to zoom in because my eyes are tired. Well, it's fine. Looks fine from the top. Anyone looking over the other side will just have to deal with the twitching of their own eyeballs, obviously. I have to say these chants are quite something. Kind of has that feeling of like being in a deep dark crypt somewhere. I mean, I think it would probably suit the atmosphere of a pirate cove. If it wasn't currently in a sunny meadow and not at all like a cove, because we have been having fat chats, which is the way. Beautiful, beautiful. Not beautiful. Sleeping music so home invaders reevaluate their life choices. I mean, anyone invading my home would be evaluating their life choices from the very beginning. My whole house is just skulls and bats for the most part, and ravens, as you can see on the shelf behind me. Or at least I think you can probably still see, unless my camera has decided it wishes to move once again. See, that's the reason why I can't move my camera over here, because then you wouldn't get to see Hugin and Munin. So choices, choices. Was that 3? To do one more. I mean, I guess I could move my second monitor. Kind of like where it is though. It's out of the way. It's actually on a windowsill, so it blocks the day star from burning my eyeballs. You know. Um. There. There. That will do. As a ginger, I am now only going to call the sun the day star. It is a day star. But the day star burns my kind. It does. I don't have the fortune or the excuse either to say that I'm ginger. I'm just pale. I'm just a pasty little goth, and if you put me in the sun, I will wilt like a flower and scream like a banshee, and life choices will be regretted. And then everything will be very, very red, and I will be sad. But yes, the day star is cruel, cruel, unnecessarily cruel. I'm gonna need to neaten that up. I don't like how messy it is. There might be quite a bit of free placement happening. Or door tricks. Are we curving a bit too soon there? Yeah. Yeah, go straight a bit longer. The sunset while you were watching, and I looked up, and your living room is completely black. Not bad, just surprising. Was there a slight hint at some point where your body relaxed and went, the threat is gone, and you carried on, and now you're like, that's what it was. Norson says, as a person with translucent skin that lives in the darkness unless food is needed, this is my experience too. Yes, yes, exactly. Like there have been times, nearly every time, if I go somewhere sunny, because obviously the UK is not sunny. That is not a thing. We do not experience the day star very often, which is why it is a shock to the system when it appears. And why it is obviously our greatest enemy. Just, because it's not there. But if I do go somewhere sunny and come back, the experience of like a lot of Brits is like you come back with a tan and everyone says, "Oh, you've got such a, nice tan, everything else." It's the thing. I go away and come back and people are like, "Oh, you've been away? You didn't tan." And there'll be me with like tan lines and like stuff. And it's like, no, no, I tanned. I'm just now the same color everyone else was before they left. So yeah. You're genetically built like a UKer, so living in America sucks. I'm sorry, Joel, that does suck. And immunity is off. Thank you for stopping in, immunity. Lovely to see you. Enjoy your sleepings. Crash all the crashings. Catch you later. Crash all the crashings? Maybe don't crash all the crashings. Just some of the crashings. I realize that I'm endorsing crashing that may not be endorsable on a family-friendly stream. I've already dropped one F-bomb. It's fine. It's fine. This bit of floor is higher than the other bits of floor. Fix it later. Or I'll make it a feature. Who knows? Well, Bob Ross it. It does offer stability though, so not a bad thing. And that stability is gone, because of course it is. Beep. I just don't think that's needed. Maybe we'll just have, like, just gaps. Let gaps feel better than things too close together. See, I said I'd fix it later, and I just can't leave it alone, because it's bothering me. That's because there's two attachment points there. We'll just go in the middle. It'll be fine. Do-do. I'll just put stuff in the gaps. It's the spicy kicking in. Spicy chat. Yeah, we have a saying among the Chaos crew of it's not that kind of stream when it definitely is that kind of stream. But this really isn't that kind of stream. Not for the children's charity, guys, please. Ooh, that's my alarm. We have 5 minutes remaining. My bee. Oh, I thought you were like my bee. I was like, no, no, no. You don't need to behave. It's like panto. Well, I say it's like panto, but then I realize that pantomime is a very British thing. Um, it's like family-friendly movies that have like the nod nod wink 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 jokes. Yeah, yeah. We can have nod nod wink wink jokes. It's fine. Thank you, Val-Con event. Whoever you are, looking at my stream. Yes, I think it's gonna be quite impressive when it's finished. I think it's gonna wow people a little bit. A little bit. I mean, personally, I just like when you recognize something that someone's built with, like last year on the Val-Con server, Bree made a sink in the tavern with like taps made out of maces on item stands and all sorts of stuff. And I love that kind of stuff where you recognize something, but you have to really stare at it to realize what's been used. Um, yeah, so I'm hoping people will be like, oh, it's, a bunch of skulls from the Mistlands, and it's a bunch of rocks from the plains, and it's suddenly some kind of magical Valheim looking cove. Yay! We've gotten so far. We've mostly been chatting, which is all to the good. I've had a lovely time. And I hope you've had a lovely time too, everyone. Also, 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 self. Ah, I did the wrong button. No, can I undo it? No, that's fine. Ad starts in a minute. No, it doesn't. Snooze that one. Thank you very much. That's what I saved my button for. Alright, I shall put this rock in, and then we will get ready to finish the stream and raid out. Let me just undo my terrible mistakes. Of all the rocks to destroy, the one that was like too high, nope, nope, that's fine. That's fine. Okie dokes. Alright, let's take a look at our work so far. I think this is going to be a very cool looking cave. Probably gonna use some rocks like sort of around this edge and really build it over. I don't think we have enough experiences of being underground in Valheim. That's something I'd love to see more of. It's probably why I'm obsessed with caves so much. I like that kind of feeling like you're underneath the ground. So yeah, I really want to build it over so that you feel like really enclosed, like you're in a cave. Nice, unique feeling, and I do like the idea of having some kind of fish pond here, or some kind of entranceway maybe into the cove. Yeah, it'd be fun. So yeah, it's a good start. It's a good start. We shall admire the work. It'll take a while, but we will get there. All right, so let's do one more shout out for the fabulous Starlight Children's Foundation. There we go, and we'll paste it over into the YouTubes once more. There we go. If you can donate to help children have playtime essentially in a hospital, which we learned at the start of this stream is really good for your mental health. So, everyone who's told that they shouldn't be gaming all day, it's probably fine, right? Right? It's probably fine. No, remember to hydrate. I say, having actually not drunk anything for like the last hour and a half or something, probably. I'm a great example. Do as I say, not as I do. Cool. So, yes, donate to Starlight, follow the train. There are, I think, a dozen of us on this train. So you'll believe it when you see it. Hey, 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 rude. You've seen me. You've literally just met me, and now you see me. Okay, game knows game. I see you, Joel. I see you. There are 15. Awesome. Awesome. There are 15 streamers. We are handing over to Solar Toka right now. He is doing a Sea Monster Adventure stream. Lots of mods. There's going to be some underwater stuff. It is going to be fabulous. I will be there in the chat with you all for a little while. Lovely to meet you all. Lovely to meet Queen Snail. Everyone who's arrived. It has been an absolute pleasure to be sat with you tonight. I hope you've enjoyed the random chill music, and I'm still not sure about these chants we've got going on. But yeah, we're gonna raid out. Let me find the right person. There we go. Let's go. Solar taker. Toker, even taker. I can't even talk anymore. Start watching.
Quickly, really super.
Give me the button.
XPX, Ladocious, whatever.
There we go. Here we go. All right. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining over on YouTube. It's been great. I will just drop you a link for Solar Toker if you want to come and experience his cool mod stream. Absolutely. Highly recommend. I want to see what all the boats are about. I want to see if he's using Barons mods as well. Baron over in YouTube on the chat. And we love the Barons. All right. I will catch you guys later. Bye bye.